home a video for the children only to realize midway through that it's not at all a Toronto house. The authors of this book here hope to solve that problem for you. It's called Check It Out, and Doug Atkinson says parents can't do without it. Hi, Doug.
Hi.
You know, when I went through this book, I realized I think I've been doing it all wrong. Some of the films that I thought were okay, you're saying no way. For example, The Bear, Edward Scissorhands, for a 6-year-old. Oh dear.
Yeah, I know. It's
well, The Bear I thought was a little cutesy, but tell us why you would say no to The Bear.
Well, there's some extremely intense scenes. There's at one point, for instance, in that movie, a hunter is confronted by the bear, which is going to devour him, and he's absolutely apoplectic with fear. In Edward Scissorhands, Tim Burton is seems to be, and in many of his films like Batman and Batman Returns, these are all Burton films, sure. Beetlejuice, he seems to be working through something on his own agenda, which is to do with alienation and deformity, or the two of them in conjunction. And that's all well and good, but for a 6-year-old?
Yeah, I know. Well, in fact, and you mentioned this too in the book, the Edward Scissorhands was viewed where it was sort of out of my control. It was on an airplane, and so I'm with my 6-year-old, and so what do I do?
Well, that's a good question. I think what the best thing you can do is, if your 6-year-old is completely terrified, then your mandate is simple. You simply return to what you know is good. If your 6-year-old develops a fascination with this kind of films, you might have another problem, but you can find films that will perhaps provide that same thrill for your 6-year-old, but will be much more moderate.
Now, it's interesting, you break the book down into 4 age categories, and you also have stop, caution, and go notes
that's right.
listed with each video, which is very good. Explain how those work.
Well, to give you an idea how each sort of film that's discussed, we give you a plot outline so that you know the turn of events of the plot. And then there are the 3 categories. Stop means something that you should be really concerned about in the age category in which the film falls. Caution might be something more like women are presented in not particularly positive light, or there might be the death of a parent.
So these are things perhaps you might want to be discussing with your child if you're allowing them to watch them?
Yes, or it gives you an opportunity to know beforehand and to make your selection based on that. If for instance, your cat ran away 3 weeks ago and never came home, perhaps you don't want to show your child Homeward Bound about 3 animals that are lost.
All right, now in the age category 3 years and under, I guess parents have a lot of control, and song videos, you say, are the most popular. So you can't get into a whole lot of trouble there. But things get a little more complicated between the ages of 3 to 6.
That's right.
And you have a great big stop beside The Land Before Time, which is a dinosaur movie.
That's right.
Let's show a clip, and then you can tell us why you issued a stop for that one. Land Before Time.
Over here. Hey, this is fun.
Beware of cartoons, right?
Just because it's animated doesn't mean it's suitable for every small child. And as a matter of fact, very young children don't even seem to recognize animation as being a representative of what it's supposed to be. But at a certain point, your child will start to watch cartoons. And full-length feature cartoons, especially now, are incredibly powerful. And the animation's terrific. And in this particular scene we just saw, 2 children, they're dinosaurs, but the children seem to see them as kids like them, get chased by this horrible, scary monster. And if you have a 3-and-a-half-year-old who loves dinosaurs, and you go to your video store and go, oh, look, here's a movie about dinosaurs, and you put it on the VCR, and your child has this experience of watching kids about to be eaten by a giant, scary dinosaur. Suddenly they're in a completely new light, and they're trying to squeeze under the couch.
Now let's skip ahead to the 6 to 10-year-old age category, and you have Tadpole and the Whale as a go.
Oh, this is a terrific film. It's from the Quebec filmmaker Roch Demers, who's made well, 17 or 18
Well, let's take a
different
look.
films.
Let's take a look.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Elva. Oh. I want you to meet Michael. He's over there. Go on over. Go say hello.
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 It looks like a go. Thank you, Doug Atkinson, for dropping by today. The book is called Check It Out, and you can get it just about everywhere.